Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well. I know it's been a while. So today we are starting front mission 3. You think 11 green hill to ultimate so you can hunt V101 from zoos. Yeah, I would say the green hill drop is probably one of the best ones for it. That's better. Yeah, so obviously I've been away for the last 2 weeks, so been to Japan for 2 weeks. I've posted plenty of photos of that on the Discord and everything. So I thought now that I'm back, I can probably sink more time into doing a more long-term game. And Front Mission 3 will probably be a fairly long game to get through. It's also my favourite game ever made, so I thought pretty good way to start. Never seen a Front Mission before, so been curious about seeing you play. Yeah, it's a really good game. The only issue I'm having with this emulator is occasionally the controller just stops responding like it is now. So give me a second. Forgot we had stream. Yeah, I exist. Alright, why is this not picking up? Give me a second. Are you now going to work? I will be doing Front Mission 3, yeah, when I can get it working. It's not playing ball particularly well at the minute. Alright, give me a second. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I was literally playing this 5 minutes before the stream and everything worked, and now I'm trying to play it and the controller's not working all of a sudden. So yeah, just try and give me a few minutes. Hello again. So now it has just started to work for no reason. So I guess we're good. You can't make this up. Okay, so I'm just gonna get going before this decides to stop working again. So also, thank you for the resub missed as well, much appreciated. So I did play this very briefly. I had a look, it was actually a year ago, well, over a year ago that I played this on stream, which is insane because it feels like a couple of weeks. So I am going to start from the beginning again, just because some people might not have seen the beginning, and it gives you an idea of what the main story is as well. So this was released in, I want to say it was around 1999-ish, somewhere on there. Are you going with bro for the delivery or not? I might leave it up to chat. We'll see. Well, this is stupid, yeah. It's very weird. So the controller works fine on the menu, but as soon as that cutscene starts, it doesn't work. So I'm going to start now, just so we don't miss anything. Yeah, so last time I did this, I basically just did one, basically one stream of it to show people what it was like, because it is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game ever. But this time the intent is to do a full playthrough of at least one of the storylines.
Что, нарушается план?
GDF начали действовать, докладывает информбюро.
Хорошо, довольно.
Не будет неожиданно, можно будет пересмотреть план.
Положимся на них, на наших детей.
And I think as Richard was saying, there's some Final Fantasy VIII vibes. I think with the whole like grassy fields and everything, that feels even more close. It does have a bit of like Metal Gear Solid vibes at the start, yeah. Yeah, or Rose Confession, yeah. How's the game volume, by the way? Is it okay? If it's a bit loud, I can turn it down. It's fine, cool. Yeah, in regards to the Japan trip, I'll probably talk about it a little bit, but I think the intent is on Sunday's stream, obviously that'll be a Fantasy Star stream, so I'll probably cover more of the Fantasy Star stuff then. I'll show you a lot of the cool stuff I got. One thing I do just want to say though is the survey that I've got up, the Google form, I am closing the entries for that next Wednesday, so by next Wednesday's stream. So if you do want to enter that this is like the last week to enter it. I have also decided what the prize is going to be for it as well, which I'll show you in a bit. I hate when the one Front Mission game came out and it was more or less an Armored Core clone. Yeah. It's been really badly done by this franchise. I've also put the camera there because I think it's about the best place for it for this game, but we'll see. It definitely has Final Fantasy vibes, but I think with the FMVs and everything as well, it's very, very similar. What lovely city, I'm sure nothing bad will happen to it. No, of course not. But yeah, it's good to be back to streaming. It feels like way longer than 2 weeks. And you'll also notice I'm not playing the Front Mission 3 remake. That is because I'm really not happy with how the remake turned out, so I'm playing the original. I did really enjoy Japan, yeah. I think the highlight was probably going to Hiroshima, because I didn't get to go there the first time I went, so yeah. Very, very surreal place to go to for obvious reasons. But yeah, it was really, really interesting. Okay, so since we got to here, I will quickly show you the prize that I'm giving away for the survey. So if you want to be in the chance for them winning this, make sure you enter on the Google form that's out. So it is the materials collection for PSO 2 episode 6. So yeah, it's the episode 6 material collection. I believe it's just a lot of artwork of the different outfits and everything. So if you're interested in that, feel free to enter. That is going to be the prize. No, it wasn't my first time though. So I did go to Japan in 2016, but yeah, it's been a while. The first time I went, I just did Tokyo as well. So there was a lot more to this trip. So system check completed. It's a great series. Hope you're having fun with this. But yeah, I've said this before, Chunks, but this is probably my favorite game ever. This probably Pip's PSO for me. So yeah, it means a lot to me. This game in particular. Load the pilot data into the system. Roger, I'm loading the pilot data now. We'll keep it as a standard name. Okay, so this is Kazuki, who's like the main character, who is insufferable. Yeah, to be fair, Drac, I said it was Fantasy Star merch. The intent was the original intent was to get the you know, the section ID badges that they were giving away for the 25th anniversary. I was going to get the whole pack of those. They didn't have them anywhere. I only saw the individual ones, which I've only got a couple of. So yeah, the plan was originally to give away the section ID badges, but they'd all gone by the time I got there. I'll see. Yeah, just let me sort that bot out, because see you in hell. Yeah, so that's gonna be the prize. I know there's quite a few people who like PSO 2 as well, so. Load confirmed. The final test for the Shunyo will now commence. So if you've never seen Front Mission 3 before, if you missed the last time I played it, it's kind of similar to something like Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess. Like, there is definitely some similarities between them, the way the combat works. But with mechs. We're ready on our side. Kazuki, activate the Vanza. So Vanzas are the names of the mechs in this. I think the game says that it stands for Walking Panzer. So, activated. So this is one thing I hated about the remake. The remake totally changed how a lot of the mechs looked, and I really like the designs in the original game. Activation confirmed. First, we'll check movement. Move to the designated area. Roger that. Time of the rewards. I like PSO 2. It's just a service to go over a memorable PSO moment, but I didn't play a live service. I mean, don't worry about filling in every single question. There's only a couple that are like mandatory questions, I think. Your destination is here. Roger. Yeah, pretty much all the Front Mission remakes were done very much on the cheap. So, high purple. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. So I got some section ID badges for PSO, the random ones, because they didn't have the full boxes. I didn't get Skyly, which I was very disappointed with. I got blue full, white ill, and purple num. Again, I'll probably show more of the PSO merch probably on the Sunday stream. Yes, this is obviously just showing you how movement and everything works. If you like raycasts in PSO, you'll probably love the noises these make. Video could be fun. What of Pika? Yeah, I'll go through how the combat and everything works in this once it actually gets us to that part, but this is very much like Tutorial C. Japan 2025 review video when? Possibly. The thing is, there were certain things you couldn't take videos of. The PSO pop-up shop in particular was very hard to take videos of because it was literally just in like the foyer of a big shopping centre, more or less. Well, it was like a huge multi-floor bookstore. And there was people in and out all the time, so obviously I didn't want to capture random people on video. Target location reached. We'll check the weapons now. Vanza's left arm is equipped with a shotgun. You can also fight hand to hand with the knuckles on the right arm. I need both ranged and close combat data. Use both weapons to attack the Vanza. Autopilot's not set on combat mode, so you're safe. You want to use knuckles and handguns on PSO? Yeah, it's a shotgun, this. It is basically near knuckles and crossbow from PSU, yeah, exactly. So they want data from both. So the way this works is when you go to attack, it shows you the range. So you see you've got like an accuracy percentage of how likely you are to hit. Certain weapons will hit multiple times, so shotguns fire like 12 shells. So it's 81% accuracy with 12 shells, so it doesn't mean they'll all miss if you miss. You might get a couple land. Accuracy also goes up the closer you are to the enemy as well. So we'll get the range combat data first. And weapons also gain experience the more you use them, and the more you use them, the more familiarity you get with them, and you actually get better with them. Can you target the pilot and instantly win? Kind of. There are skills that specifically target the pilot, and also occasionally you'll get I don't want to say critical hits, but occasionally you'll get like random chance where you'll do a bit of damage to the pilot. You can also eject the enemy pilot with certain attacks as well, and then kill them while they're outside of the mech. Because there's actually a way in this to actually commandeer enemy mechs and take the parts. And that's one way of doing it. Right, so we'll get the melee data now. The reason the accuracy is higher than 100 is because you get upgrades to your mechs that allow you to get bonus accuracy. The opponent might have upgrades that reduce your accuracy as well, though. So you kind of need to pile into these upgrades to have a chance of hitting the later stuff. Fear Fist is better than Angry Fist, and it is. What I've always liked with this, with the combat, is that the combat feels like it has a lot of impact to it. Is it permadeath like Fire Emblem, or is it more like Final Fantasy Tactics? More like Tactics. However, there is some element of permadeath in that there are certain quests where you might be able to unlock characters that you can use, but if they die in the quest, you'll either fail the quest or just won't get that character. So, but once you've got them though, there's no permadeath. So interesting thing is, you might be able to see at the top of the screen, there's like a readout in a yellow and orange, which is the enemy health. So enemies are split into multiple parts. So you have, typically on like a normal Vanza, you've got the body, the left arm, the right arm, and then the legs are just one bar. And different effects happen depending on what you destroy. So if you destroy the body, it destroys the opponent. That's how you kill them. If you destroy an arm, they can't use any weapons that were on the arm. And if you destroy the legs, they can only move one square. Permadeath unless they're party with the main character, yeah, pretty much. So you have a bit of strategy with the weapons as well. So the shotgun, each hit will do a lot less damage, but it'll spread the shots across the opponent. So if you've got some parts on really low health, it might be beneficial to use something like a shotgun to try and sort of spread the damage out and take some low health parts out. But if you're going for a big hit, you can go for the fist. It is random what part you hit, so you can't aim for a specific part. So I'll go for the fist here. So we took out the legs there, so because we destroyed that enemy's legs now, it won't be able to move more than one square. Chunked it, yeah, pretty much. And the other interesting thing is, if you destroy parts and then use something like a shotgun, because now we've only got 2 parts left on that enemy, all of the shells will go on those 2 parts. So the shotguns actually all just get more dangerous the lower health things get. You can see we almost instant killed that there. You also do cool poses when you kill stuff. Good. That should do it. Hold on a minute. I want you to set it to combat mode and continue the test. Combat mode? I got orders to obtain data that resembles real combat. If you need real combat data, get after delivery. A test pilot is one of ours. Yeah, I know. We might purchase this model based on this data. But still, I'll do it. Hey, Kazuki, you know what you're getting into? I'll be fine. This Vanza is better than any JDF model. The JDF are the Japanese Defense Force, so it's like the army, basically. I appreciate it. Well, you've gone this far. Might as well go the full 9 yards. Fine. Kazuki, be careful. Roger. Yeah, so these are just like autopilot mechs, so there's no pilot in these ones. It's older, but it's using real bullets. You can quit anytime. It's now actually have a fight. Yes, this is just telling you about what happens when you lose different body parts. So yeah, if the body reaches 0, the unit is destroyed and removed from the map. If the arm reaches 0, the weapons equipped on that arm become unusable. It also affects shoulder weapons as well, so certain mechs will have shoulder weapons. If they lose the arm, they lose the shoulder weapon as well. If legs reach 0, the unit's movement is reduced to 1. So not quite in range there. So we just end our turn. So another thing in this is you can counter when an enemy attacks you. You can probably see in the middle, we've got like an AP gauge. So you use AP by moving around. So every square that you move will cost 1 AP. Attacking will cost AP based on what type of weapon it is. If you counter, it will use extra AP for a counter. So it costs more to counter than doing a normal attack. But sometimes you might want to do it. You can customize the entire bot, yeah. It's early on, you don't have much choice because you don't get that many mechs, but particularly later in the game, there are tons of different mechs in this game that you can switch between. And you can mix and match as well, so you don't have to use all the same parts from the same mech. So I'll counter with the fist. Yeah, the customization is one of the coolest parts, honestly, because there is another system in this game called battle skills, which are skills that randomly activate during the battle that can have like really, really good effects. And each individual part in the game from each mech learns a different battle skill. And the way you learn them is by equipping that part and then being in the situation where that skill might activate. Once it activates, you can learn it and you can kind of bank it on your computer, on your mech, and then you can use it regardless what part you're using. Love this game so much. Same. Yeah, it's like I said, one of my favorite games. Yeah, some of the battle skills you can learn later on are ridiculous as well. There's one, I think it's called Firing Squad, where you basically get about 2 of your other allies to shoot the enemy as well. Yeah, I can't with a shotgun. There is also status effects in this game as well. So you can stun opponents, which makes them basically lose a turn. You can confuse them, which makes them use more AP. You can also try and convince enemies to surrender as well. Generally, if you beat the hell out of something and leave it on really low health, the opponent might think about surrendering, and then usually if you surround them, they'll just give up. There are exceptions that obviously things like bosses won't surrender, so... Goodbye. No, pacifist route would be quite hard in this. So you do get rankings for every single mission as well. What I tend to find is I'll get platinums for the first few, and then it just gets progressively worse as the game goes on. Good job, Kazuki. Test's over. You're done. Copy that. I don't mind overwriting that because that was just the one from last time. Oh, thanks for the sub, Kilniaf. Much appreciated. Yeah, doing pretty well. Yeah, so first stream since I got back from being abroad. Just starting full playthrough of Front Mission 3, so something a bit different, but quite looking forward to doing it. You do get more options on that menu later on. You can do things like browse the internet, like the built-in browser. We're looking forward to playing more of this. So I've restarted from the beginning again just because I realised it's been over a year since I played it last time, which is insane. And some people might not have seen the beginning, so I'm starting right from the start. But I'm going to do a full playthrough of it this time. It's a good Vanza. Great performance, I must say. That's the thing though, Killing, I think it doesn't feel like that long since I played it. It was only when I looked at my YouTube channel and it was like October last year, I think it was. Yes, it's our finest yet. Hey, Dr. Koike. Yokosuka base wants these shipped right away. Anything you can do to help? I called a cargo helicopter. We'll deliver 2 new Vanzas for now. Hi. Hey, Kazuki. Impressive as always. Yes, you adapt to new models quickly. Thanks. You did great too. You're under a tight deadline. It's a chance for us to be involved in the Japanese Defense Force. Receiving a part of the national defense budget would be great. That Vanza is an assault type. Isn't it too aggressive for a purely defensive army? Maybe they're going to start a war. Ryogo? That would never happen. Japan would never start a war. At least on the surface. We've been sending out forces more often. There have been more civil wars within the OCU since Alodesh. Like when we sent out our Vanza teams a few years back. Like when we had no decent Vanzas and got wiped out. We learned from that experience. But our military policy remains purely defensive. Yeah, it's not like there'll ever be a war in Japan. Saw something about an indie game somewhere where they said their biggest inspiration was the Vanzas from this series. Can't remember the name now. I know there was another mecha game that did look very similar to this. Yeah, I can't remember the name I found. Hey, Ryogo. What are you doing here? I thought you were working in Yokosuka. What do you mean, what am I doing here? I'm here to deliver some construction Vanzas. There's a major construction project in Ocean City. Ryogo is delivering the Vanzas for it. Phantom Brigade. I'll have to check that out. Because we know we're never getting anything new for Front Mission. We got the half-assed remakes and that was it. Anyone can do that. Why you? The boss trusts me, dude. You begged and pleaded, right? Hey, how did you know? Yeah, the derp face on Ryogo is amazing. It's by Brace Yourself who do Necrodancer. Designed so that in-game action is like the FM cutscene action. Oh, cool. Should play at Robot Alchemic Drive. I don't think I've heard of that. Why don't you take a job more seriously? I'm not listening. Kazuki will accompany me to Yokosuka base for Vanza delivery. It'll be around midnight when the cargo's ready. Get some rest until then. Working late again, Kazuki? You workaholic. You have work to do, Ryogo. Take the Vanzas to the site. The end-up is so bad, it's kind of hilarious. Alright, alright. Hey, come with me. Why should I? I see the Hydra. Bad English dubs can sometimes add to the experience. They can. Fine. I do actually have a PSO and PSO2 cup as well. I'll try and use that on Sunday. Because we're buddies. Come to the residential construction zone with me. Okay, so we get a choice here, and this is like the biggest decision you make in the entire of the game. So depending on what you do here, depends on what story you do. So yeah, I think if we go with him, it's Emma's story. And if we don't, we go with Alyssa's story. I'll tell you what, can we run a poll? Yeah, there is branching paths, yeah, so there is 2 whole stories in this game. So yeah, it takes a while. I'm surprised you're willing to read on stream the Ace Attorney games. My voice could never. Yeah, it'll be rough, but I love the game, so I want to do it at some point. So I'm going to start a poll on Twitch side. Right, that should be up now, so I'll go with whatever chat decides. Which inevitably will be a draw. Made a custom case for a school project on 9th grade. Oh, nice. So it is cool as well because the stories are pretty different. There is a lot of different characters you run into, so... Okay, so Twitch, we have a couple of votes on Twitch for no. So it looks like we're not going to go with him this time. I think last time we went with him, yeah. So we won't go with him then. Which path has the cop lady? Oh. Yeah, Miho. I'm trying to remember which path she's on now. Don't go with him because he's got a creepy smile. You couldn't see the poll? That's very weird. Well, let's not go with him. Just because then people who did see the first stream, this will be different. No thanks. I'm tired. Twitch has been wildly glitchy lately. They've killed off a bunch of servers. The most important point of the choice, the waifus. There's plenty of waifus on each path, so... You suck. You give me the cold shoulder? How cruel. Use the testing site anytime. I'm sure you're too tired now, though. Miho is on the Alyssa side. Nice. Does this have date sim gameplay? Not that I remember. All kinds of stuff is going wrong. Keep getting notifications for 3 view streaks. Then if you click it, it says 2 out of 3. Someone gifted a sub to someone yesterday after their 68th, and it said there was the 70th. Miho is on the Alyssa story side, and Emma's you just read about her on the police website. I wonder if Ryogo is doing his job. Oh, I have mail. So it's from Alyssa. How are you? Is it warm in Okinawa? I want to be there. I was transferred to the lab in the Yokosuka base. You go there a lot, don't you? Maybe we'll see each other. Good luck with work. P.S. Don't forget my souvenir. Alyssa. She's working at a JDF base. Maybe I'll get her a souvenir. So what are your Phantasy Star related plans you've already decided? So obviously we will always rotate through things like PSO, PSU, PSO2. They'll always kind of be on the agenda. I do want to do Phantasy Star Nova. I do also want to do the Mega Drive games that I haven't done yet, as well as possibly the PS2 remakes of Phantasy Star 1 and 2. So there's still plenty to do. I wonder if on this path he'll still commit acts of terrorism and casual crimes. Oh yes. This is an official announcement. Parts of the city are under construction. We apologise for the inconvenience. Thank you. That's what Ryogo was talking about. You should play a ROM pack of Phantasy Star 4 after the 1 and 2 remakes as a treat. I know there is that Phantasy Star 4 20 years past that someone did as well. So I may check that out at some point as well. Which I think it's like a fan project. There sure are a lot of JDF soldiers here. Kazuki, what's up, dude? Ryogo, what are you doing here? Buying a souvenir for a girlfriend? No, nothing like that. Buying something for Alyssa. Oh, your sister. She's a real cutie. Even though you're not related to her by blood. Screw you. Did you finish the delivery? Yeah, a JDF soldier told me to get the hell out. Why would there be a JDF soldier at the site? No idea. I guess they're supervising. Punch this guy in the face. I'm done, dude. Let's go. We're in Okinawa. Let's have some fun. Really loves the 3D maps in this game. Hey, you're back. Oh, Kazuki was with you too? Yeah. You guys really get along, huh? We're set to take off. You're coming to Yokosuka with us, also, Ryogo. What? You're joking, right? But I just got here. Sorry, we're short of people. Besides, you're done with the delivery. They never told me I was only going to be here a day. It's our job. Quit complaining. Doesn't Kazuki's father work at Yokosuka base? Isn't he a JDF officer? What's wrong? Forgot to warn you, Dr. Koike. You can't ever talk about his father. I see. Sorry I asked. Don't worry about it. It's for our job. Right, Kazuki? I didn't say anything. The vans will finish loading soon. Meet me at the heliport when you're ready. Let's get this done and go home. Are you ready? If you are, report to the heliport. Oh, I gave you access to the company website. Take a look later. Yeah, so there is this thing in information called the network, which basically has its own built-in internet browser. I'll quickly show you it. Yeah, he gives you access to the website. I don't know how that works, but... It's like the most late 90s, early 2000s stuff I've ever seen, but... So there's a few things you can do here. You do get more options later. So you can check your mail from here. So we do have one message there in the share box. Welcome to 10 more mail service. Read on to learn more about us. Usable range can be used anywhere in the world. Love how these interfaces always have the diagonally scrolling backgrounds to appear more high-tech. Yes, this is basically telling you how to use the mailbox, more or less. You can actually change the background later on. You can actually unlock other wallpapers. Yeah, honestly, this is one of the coolest things in the whole game. There is this kind of built-in browser. It's kind of weird the way it works. You unlock more as the game goes on. Basically, if I access Japan, then you can choose to go to other sites or corporations or government sites. So if I go to other, for example, we have a thing called Teihoku, which is the university. If I then press on that, it'll load their website. So, and there's loads of these websites in the game. And the internet in the game is very interesting because there's a lot of secret stuff hidden in it. There's literally like the best mech in the game you can get through some internet browsing and figuring stuff out, solving puzzles. There's also other things like a lot of message boards will have like passwords hidden on them and things like that for other websites. Welcome to your lordom. Exactly, yeah. There is a lot of lore in here. So in these troubled times, we must educate to send the finest quality citizens into the world. We hope our graduates will go on to make global contributions. Why is what's new in English? It's interesting to see that. There is a weird thing with Japan where sometimes you'll notice that just random English is thrown in places. Our educational philosophy is to instill a sense of responsibility, individuality, and global awareness in each student. We provide the students with a diverse environment where they can each form a unique sense of identity. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Yeah, it's like literally one of the best weapons in the game and the best mech in the game you can get through the internet. It's quite far in the game, though. Our teachers and students are devoted to keeping this campus a high-quality learning environment. Amazing. It is strange, isn't it? Yeah, how it's all just kanji, kanji, English. Wait, you can see how this could quickly ramp up when you've got God knows how many websites. Yeah, there's no whole lot to look on there at the minute. It becomes more relevant later on. There you go, we can change graphics now actually, so you can have it with none. I told you can change the backgrounds. I don't know why I want a brick wall, but we'll leave it as a standard one for now. Hey, Ellie, good to see you. But can you date on the net? Alright, let's go to the heliport, I guess. In fact, let's just save it quickly. I remember that loading a whole bunch of rapid fire ones in the computer was pretty strong. Yeah, you tend to find that the lower rank battle skills have like higher trigger rates, so sometimes it's better to just put loads of the early ones in and just hope they chain together. Those crispy PS1 graphics. Identification, please. Kirishima Industries, delivering new Vanzas. Kirishima, huh? You've been cleared. Building is warped yet. Let's finish this job and get back. What kind of talk is that? Kazuki, Ryogo, unload the Vanzas. Hey, Ryogo, don't slack off. There's more work? Enough, just hurry it up. That's probably not good. Accidental explosion on the base. All available personnel report in. There is a risk of a second explosion. All non-essential personnel evacuate. An accidental explosion? Hey, calm down, Kazuki. This base is huge. We're safe. Stupid, Alyssa's in the base. I'm going to check it out. Hey, where are you going? It's dangerous. Kazuki, stop it. There might be poison gas and contaminants. It doesn't matter in this thing. Hey, Kazuki, what are you doing? Stop. Get out of the Vanza. Sorry. I'll write any apologies you need after this. I like how he bows in the Vanza. Hey. Hey, are you serious? Okay, but I'm not responsible. You too, Ryoga? What are you two thinking? Sorry. Kazuki's writing my apology. What's that Vanza doing? Stop immediately. It's an emergency. Let us through. That's the scene of the accident. No need for you in there. Yeah, Ryoga does have a very weird smile. Stop, or you will be attacked. Take shelter in that transport. Hurry. Stubborn as a pig. What do we do? They won't let us through. I don't have time for you. I'm getting through no matter what. You two aren't giving up. You're going to ignore the warning? Oh well. You asked for it. Whoa. Take off now. We can't anger the army anymore. It is a weird setup, yeah. What are those two thinking? Damn, these guys are serious. Wait, Kazuki. Calm down or we're gonna get it. Fine. Leave. I'll help Alyssa by myself. Yeah, the doctor just paces out. Alright, let's go. Don't aim for the pilots. I'm not going to be a murderer. Why aren't you stopping? This is the West Service Dock. The Vanzas are breaking through. Yeah, it's PS1 this game, yeah. You have permission to engage. Dead or alive. Don't let them onto the accident scene. Yeah. Yes, sir. He doesn't want to be a murderer, but he's happy being a thief and ignoring direct orders by emergency responders. So first actual battle. So yeah, I think they're both identical, I think. Yeah. They actually have more health than us, which is a little bit scary. Big fan of the PS1 Renaissance. I've always really liked the way the PS1 games look. That's a pretty good hit. So Ryogo's actually equipped a little bit differently. So he actually doesn't have a fist weapon. So Hard Blow, the unfortunately named Hard Blow, is basically just like the mech fist without actually a weapon on it. It does next to no damage. Not bad for stunning though. So he comes up with a machine gun. Same accuracy for both. I think maybe we just focus on this guy for now. Yeah, time to attack the military, exactly. I mean, sure. Actually, is it even worth countering with that? The guy's on full health, so it's not really going to do anything. I'll save AP. I will say about this game, it is quite difficult. Some of the later battles in particular are brutally hard. I think I'm going to go with the shotgun because the left arm on that opponent's quite low. Yeah, I love the animations in this. Which again, I think is one place that the remake kind of was a bit of a letdown. Everything feels kind of sterilized a bit in the remake, I think. Oh, didn't quite get the arm, but almost. Left arm is the one with the machine gun on it though, so if I can destroy that, it'll be useless. Yeah, just go and look up some footage of the remake. It's, I mean, apparently it plays fine, but it looks so different, man. I'm gonna use a machine gun on him because if I can land maybe 1 or 2 shots on his left arm, it should get rid of it. Nice. Yeah, so he's lost his machine gun now, so all he can do is punch. Front mission is square, yeah. The remakes were basically given to some devs that, from what I understand, mainly did mobile games. So... It's way too strong. I have to get out. Wait for backup. Maybe we can get a stun. We'll hit the body at least. So I think it might actually be better going here so I can get the best accuracy possible. Okay, so this guy can't counter, so if you look at the top section where it shows like the enemy details, it will show you what they're going to do in response. Because this guy's only got 1 out of 14 AP left, he basically doesn't have enough AP to counter me. So I can just hit him for free, essentially, here. You don't actually need to eject Ravum, so if someone abandons, sometimes you'll get it. Although, actually, this is a bit of a weird situation, isn't it? Because he essentially abandons the Vanza there. And we could try eject him, but the risk is you waste a turn by ejecting, and you're vulnerable for that turn, so it is a bit of a risk. Actually, the Garan's noise from PSR does kind of sound a bit similar to how these move. Do we go for the eject? Because there is no pilot in that at the minute. The issue is it's also on very low health, so if their backup comes in, Abby and Vanza are on very low health. Yeah, I'll just attack for now. Again, this is very much like a tutorial battle, so this is it. Yes, that's a very easy battle. So, regardless of which story you do, so you can see I didn't even get platinum there. Regardless of which story you do, it kind of starts quite similar in that you still go to the base, but then it does diverge quite drastically. Wonder if the soldier was on his last straw, wasn't it? Yeah, so the ranking basically depends on a few things. So how many enemies you eliminate, how many attacks you do. I believe it's the more attacks you do, the less rank you get. It is very hard to get platinum on some of the later ones. Hey, is this okay? I'll listen to your complaints later. Well, this is more important now. Whoa. Stop. Stop. Throw down your weapons now. Get out of my way. My sister is on the base. That doesn't matter. You're under arrest. Under arrest? I like how he's like, I'm under arrest? Why? Well, I don't know, for attacking the army. I told you so. What? I'm only here to help my sister. Destroying army Vanzas and disrupting the base. You must be real pros. We have a reason. Please listen. Quiet. Out of the Vanzas, now. Keep talking and I'll shoot you like a dog. Are you threatening us? Kazuki is not the brightest. Putting it mildly. Cut it out, Kazuki. These guys are serious. Alright, fine. I love the little waddle. Soldier, haul these men in. Yes, sir. It's very charming. So yeah, the story should diverge quite a bit from last time now. I don't really know which version of the story I prefer, honestly. I've done both of them so many times. Your name? Oh, he's Kazuki Takamura. I'm Ryogo Kasama. Why did you take the Vanzas for a joyride? I already told you to help my sister. Kazuki, just calm down. Using the new Vanzas? Why don't you make up a more believable lie? You're no help, you're just getting Kazuki worked up. Drop the attitude. Let's go home. Then check for me. There's a student named Alyssa Takamura working at this base. I don't have time for your stupid lies. You did Ryogo too early. He's not too bad. He's a really interesting character. He's kind of like the voice of reason at times, but he's also, like, as you'll find out later on, he's a bit of a womanizer as well. You won't get out until you tell the truth. He is telling the truth, sir. Will you check with Isao Takamura? Takamura? You mean Colonel Takamura? Yeah, that's him. That's his dad. Huh? Is that true? None of your business. It's not my father. Hey, don't complicate the situation. Never mind what you just said. I'll go check. Stay here. Yes, sir. Jeez, you go crazy when it comes to Alyssa. Calm down a little. Alyssa was adopted from another country. Oh yes, he has a lot of daddy issues. She lost her parents in an accident. She used to cry all the time. That's the past. She's a happy girl now. What do you know about Alyssa? I have to protect her. Alright, alright. If that's how you feel. The accident will reveal the base's secret to the world. What are you going to do, Sasaki? Colonel Takamura. What is it? Your son is being detained in the brig. He needs you. That idiot. Why is he causing trouble at a time like this? Tell him I'm on my way. Yes, sir. Daddy issues are caused by losers. Real men give their children father issues. Takamura here. Thank you for your time, Colonel. We detained a boy who claims to be your son. Oh yeah, he's fast. Yes, that idiot is indeed my son. Sorry to waste your time. No, sir. It's quite alright. You can go back to your station. Yes, sir. Cool, Kazuki. We can go home now. You're calling me your son? What a joke. What were you doing, going on a rampage at the base? Wouldn't matter to you anyway. Hey, stop, Kazuki. We were trying to rescue Alyssa from the accident. Alyssa? You didn't even know she worked here, did you? You went on a rampage for such a frivolous reason? What do you mean, frivolous? Don't worry. Alyssa is safe. Oh, good. Right, Kazuki? You no longer have any reason to be here. Leave immediately. You should say please. We're busy looking after the accident. Leave now, or I'll place you under arrest. Yeah, Kazuki is a complete ass here. With this level of teen angst and daddy issues, I was sure this isn't Gundam. Yeah, it's kind of Gundam adjacent. Fine, I will leave the bus. Fine, I'm leaving. Hey, wait, Kazuki. She wanted to be Gundam when I was a kid. Excuse me, sir. I understand, but it's still being tested. No, that's not what we're trying to do. Yes, we'll ship the original right away. We don't want to be isolated from the OCU. Was that the OCU Ministry of Defense? Yes. They know about the accident already. They're demanding the surviving scientists and Midas. Will you comply? Yes. It's too early to isolate ourselves from the OCU. But we went through a lot of trouble to acquire Midas. You understand? Should we attack during transport? No. Wait until it reaches the destination. Yes, sir. And the rats are sniffing around for Midas. I'll take care of them. I'm counting on you. Yeah, so Midas is very much connected to the explosion that happened on the base. It gets explained a bit more what Midas actually is later. Who do you think you are messing with me? What's wrong? I just helped you out. Ugh. Just getting rid of a nuisance. What a jerk. Hey, Ryogo, did you see that? What? That trailer. There's a Vanza inside. What about it? It's not that unusual. Heading off for one last hour of Morrowind before bed. First day back at work after 2 days ill. Well, hope you feel better soon. And have fun with Morrowind. No, that Vanza wasn't JDF or OCU. Maybe USN? It doesn't really explain this very well, but basically the OCU, USN are all like the different nations of the world in this. So the idea is that a lot of the nations have kind of combined their forces together now. Okay, I know you're a Vanza expert. Now let's go. Wait, don't you think it's strange? What's a USN Vanza doing here? Hey, Ryogo, follow that trailer while I steal this jeep. More or less kill the air. What, Kazuki? Sick drift. They told us to get out of the base. Can we do this? You don't have to come along. Well, I'll let you have all the fun. Hey, isn't that it? No Vanza? Maybe it went underground. Let's go. Maybe you're imagining things? I'm gonna check things out. Yeah. Kind of funny, I always forgot how often this game loads. The laboratory will be moved. We're here for further instruction. What was that explosion? Are we safe? I wonder what happened. Alyssa. Dad, what was that explosion? It was in the underground lab supervised by the Chief of Staff Sasaki. Does it involve the research? There's no time for an explanation. Get out of here, now. Why? If we can see the site, maybe we can find out what they were doing. It's dangerous here. Sasaki's men will begin moving. Then, it'll be too late. The explosion blew up the entire lab. I bet it's chaos outside. What about you? still have things to take care of. You sneak out while they're confused. Go to Kazuki. The least he can do is protect you. Dad. You can't stay here. You're in danger. Please understand. Okay, Dad. One thing I've always liked about this game as well is the soundtrack. It has a really, really strong soundtrack, I think, overall. Take this with you, Alyssa. What's on this disc? Images of the accident. It might provide a clue to what Sasaki's doing. Okay. Hey, how long are we doing this? Until they show up. You just don't know when to quit. What? Oh, thanks, David. Yeah, first stream back since I got back, so getting back into things again. Something's coming. Isn't it just a construction vanza? Alyssa? Oh, it's over now. If the vanza's starting to look like Alyssa, you're pretty messed up. Stupid. Alyssa's in the vanza. Let's go. Hey, Kazuki, wait up. Alyssa. Kazuki? Probably not good. Hey, it's the USM military. He must have gone underground. What's under this base? Shoot, we've been found. What do we do? Fight? Wait, they look like civilians. What's that? Oh no, Alyssa. Run, Alyssa. So you probably remember last time that we were allied with Emma. So we're actually kind of against her at the minute on this file. No. Ryogo, help Alyssa. Help Alyssa? What are you gonna do? Use this Vanza. What? This worn-out pile of junk? I'm sorry I asked. Yeah, so that is the mech that's on the cover of the game. This is where you... Unfortunately, you've now gone from like one of the most prototype mechs to a really old one. So... you will notice the drop in your damage. Hurry up and get in. Joe, Avanza, it's coming this way. Can't be helped. Cindy, Gasto, get ready. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that... So Alyssa is in this Vanza here. I'm pretty sure that you fail if she dies. Okay, so what we're dealing with. So you are a melee Vanza. You've got rifle, and you're melee. Okay. Melee ones kind of scare me a bit. Okay, so we do have a few repair kits, that's good. We may need those. I think priority is probably just to get over towards Alyssa. So I know we could go and try and take on the melee one, but it will do a lot of damage. I probably want to try and outrange that, really. If I go there, I mean... The good thing about this is you can kind of plan your moves out a bit, so you don't actually commit to anything until you've selected it. Okay, I can't quite hit from there. I think I need to get over towards Alyssa though, just to try and protect her. It means losing a turn. So, terrain actually matters in this game, so this kind of gantry for the lift is actually blocking our line of sight, so we have really low accuracy because of it. So is there anywhere else I can go back and get a better shot? I don't want to go on here because there's too many enemies here. I think I just go here and just take the shot. I mean, I'm not going to get many hits, but if any. So this is a battle skill, so we've just learnt a new battle skill. So this fires more bullets than normal. So we barely hit at all there because of the accuracy. But the good thing is now, so now that that skill is activated, I can add it to my Vanza's computer, and then that means I can use it regardless of what part I'm using. And this is actually a really, really good skill as well. So if we set that battle skill now, that's now on board the computer. So every time I shoot with the machine gun, there is a chance that battle skill will activate. Yeah, they are very fast. Okay, I don't like that you're doing that. Maybe we can get lucky with a stun. Jesus. Yeah, one thing you learn with this is that the Vanzas that have the melee weapons do a lot of damage. So I think the melee ones, I think they only have a melee weapon. So as long as I'm at least a square's gap away from them in my turn, they can't hit back. Obviously his turn he'll just walk up to me, but... yeah, these guys are significantly more difficult than anything we've fought so far. Can I hit you from there? Yes, I can. think I remember capturing these vans in this battle. You can do it. I think pretty much any battle there is a chance you can capture. It's just getting them in a position where you can try and get that to happen. A lot of it is down to luck, honestly. I think for now, because that one's really close to Alyssa, I probably just need to focus on that for now. Okay, they are going for us, which is actually better. That not so much. I'm not too concerned unless they hit the body. And that missed anywhere, so good job on that. Oh, that's a problem. I seem to have a feeling that I think you just have to survive for a certain amount of turns in this. I don't think you have to actually win this. I could be wrong though. See our rifle. Yeah, we're doing not a lot of damage to these. Some of the quest completion requirements are weird, like that in Front Mission 1 too, yeah. There's some missions in this where you have to like have someone survive or prevent someone from escaping. There's quite a few sort of win variants. Most of the battles I just kill everything, but I'm not gonna lie, Ryogo's health is worrying me. Do you have any items? You do, okay. In that case then, you can go over here. I don't mind standing next to the rifle mech, that's fine. And then you're going to use a repair kit. Repair kits can also be used on the thing next to you as well, so if one of your allies is getting beaten up, you can actually heal them if you're next to them. Yeah, we need to keep that body on high health. As you can probably tell, the mechs that they're using are kind of probably a tier or two above ours. I could counter with a shotgun, but I might just counter melee actually, try and get a good body hit. Okay, we did hit its melee weapon arm, that's good. Okay, yeah, thankfully you just need to survive a few turns. I think that would have been very hard to clear if you had to actually beat them. We can't stay here any longer. Let's pull back. Don't let them escape. I'm Stormtrooper, am there. Hey, those USN guys are running away again. Don't you move either. Crap, did we overdo it? Or you think? What do we do, Kazuki? Throw around your weapons now. What? More of them? Here, follow me. Hey, what's going on? I don't know. You want to get arrested? Hurry. That hadn't even occurred to me. Let's go, Alyssa. I like how he says, like, let's go, Alyssa. What about Ryogo? Kazuki? Wait. Hey, what about me? Don't just leave me here. Yeah, so we'll start running into a lot of different characters now compared to last time. The characters that you unlock to use are kind of completely different. And like characters that you run into as allies on one storyline might be enemies on another one. One reason I've always really liked this game. The game is basically a completely different story depending on which option you choose. This way. Hurry. What? It's a Vanza hangar. What's the story, dude? It's Liu. Huh? I'm He Feng Liu, not dude. Weren't we supposed to escape? What are you going to do with us? Calm down. We'll escape to the ocean. Hey, and there's a ship we can use. We're not using that. Are you kidding? How do we escape by ocean without a ship? We're not swimming, are we? If you want. Otherwise, get yourselves prepared. Are you okay, Alyssa? I'm fine. Don't worry. How do we escape from here? Hey, Kazuki. Can we really trust this guy? Prepared? Hurry. You can use a hover pod if you're a Vanza pilot. Oh. Yeah, we can cross the ocean that way. And start preparing. Get another Vanza, young lady. You can't put a hover pod on a construction Vanza. Yes, sir. Don't forget to resupply your backpack for battle. I know. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. I like how it says, oh, make sure you restock your backpack. Then doesn't give you a chance to restock your backpack. Now's our chance. Make for the sea. Yeah, I can't remember what we did last time. Look, intruders. Get permission to attack. Don't let them escape. What do we do? I don't think they're just going to let us go. Any path we take now is bad. We charge them. It's a bit more interesting now because now we've got 4 different Vanzas and they're all equipped completely differently. So we've got obviously Kazuki with the fist and the shotgun. We have Ryogo with the machine gun. We now have Liu who has a rifle. And we have Alyssa who uses missiles. Missiles are really interesting in this because they don't require line of sight. They're like homing missiles. But you have limited ammo. Other weapons, I think it's only grenade launchers and missiles that have ammo. Okay, so we've got 2 melee bots there. And then 2 machine gun ones, okay. The machine gun ones I'm not too scared about. It's the melee ones that scare me. Long range have limited ammo. I mean, grenades don't have a colossal amount of range, but it's just certain weapons that have specific range, specific ammo. Missiles I can see why, because they are kind of busted. I mean, I'll show you in a minute how missiles work. I mean, where we are here, I know these guys move quite fast. And they have quite a lot of AP, so they're going to be on us within 2 turns anyway. So I think we probably just go for them. Maybe just try and take these 2 out first. Is that close enough for shotgun? Yes, okay. Yeah, accuracy is not great there. That's just because the range we're at. Well, and this mech's not particularly good. That was pretty good accuracy, honestly, considering it was 58%. Definitely a good roll. So missiles, out of curiosity... Okay, so there are items you can get that actually reload your ammo. So we can reload once. We have 6 missiles by default, so basically got 12 in total. So with missiles, you basically can't hit anything right near you. I guess the implication is that the explosion would probably hurt you if you were too close, so they can only hit things at least 4 squares away. But they can hit up to 9 squares. I mean, you see I can pretty much hit this map. It's 89% accuracy. They do cost a lot of AP to shoot. It's like 10 AP. But didn't really want to hit the leg, but rifles are basically long-range weapons that shoot 1 powerful shot. Downside is that Liu's Vanza is very, very low health. Can we hit you from there? Maybe. Great shot, Liu. I'm not going to count that. We do have a few repair kits as well, so I'm saving my counter with Kazuki in case the melee one attacks me. So I have been confused, so that means I'll use more AP. It's kind of odd that you just ignored Kazuki. I'm going to hit you back for the chance of stunning you. Huh. That's interesting. So Kazuki will basically use more AP to attack with until this confusion wears off. I think we just focus on this one here, honestly. I'm going to move Kazuki back slightly. Yeah, so it's now like 6 AP to shoot instead of like 4 or 5. So say that if I went to attack that now, it would counter with a melee attack, which I really don't want. But if I move 1 square away and then shoot, now it can't because it's out of range. Nice, so we're shooting more bullets. And it's learned another skill. So skills can also combo together. So zoom basically boosts my accuracy for the next shot. But if skills combo together like that, it means you can get multiple attacks in one turn, which is obviously really useful. So we definitely want to learn that as well. The mechs do have limited capacity for skills, so you can probably see the little like red and green bar underneath the skills. So each of those skills I've got so far uses 1 computer slot. And these computers I've got at the minute can only take 4 slots. Okay. Is it worth using a missile on you? It would kill if it hit the body, and it would probably destroy the melee arm if it hit the melee arm. We do have 12 missiles, I guess, so yeah. Okay. So this guy is now offering to surrender. This usually happens if something's on really low health, so you can see this guy's got virtually no body health left. His legs are destroyed, his right arm's destroyed, and his left arm's at about half health. So he's thinking about giving up now. So if we can apply pressure on this guy now, we can make him fully surrender. So at the minute, he's just considering surrendering. Which means he won't attack us while he's considering it. But if we can pass some pressure on now, it will actually make him fully surrender. And then we would get that mech. So I think Liu is probably okay where he is because this guy's not going to attack back. We are, however, not going to attack this guy because if I hit the body, it's going to destroy it. There is another thing as well. So if someone is considering surrendering, if you attack them 1 more time, they will guarantee to surrender. But I can't risk doing it because it's on such low health on its body that anything I do will probably kill it if I hit the body. So, but there is other ways to convince it to surrender. So this melee one's out the way at the minute, so we can't hit that. So I guess we'll just take a shot at this range one here. Liu, you suck. Okay, that's fine. That's a bit annoying. So attacks also have a chance to randomly eject your pilot. So I now need to hope that Kazuki survives this turn. so lucky there. I was really hoping the arm would survive that. I do need to use a repair kit on Ryogo next turn though to heal that machine gun arm. So he's checking his morale. He's still considering surrendering at the minute. That is very scary. That's actually totally fine. Hitting the right arm isn't any problem because I don't have any weapon on it anywhere. Okay, so this turn, Kazuki obviously got ejected last turn, so we have to reboard again. That wastes his whole turn though. So Ryogo, I'm going to go here and then use a repair kit on the left arm because we need that for the gun. Alyssa is in a really awkward position here. We really don't want her anywhere near this melee Vanza. Because where that is as well at the minute, I can't hit her with a missile. So I think, even though her Vanza is quite weak, I do need to get out of the way of that melee one. And then we can shoot it from here. Nice. Similarly, we probably want to move Liu as well. It's 3 for 3. You wouldn't think it has like 70 or 80% accuracy. It's one reason I'm not a big fan of rifles in this. Four-man moment, yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I'm going to counter with melee. Nice. We definitely got the better of that exchange. We could maybe... We've got 2 repair kits left. We could maybe use one on the shotgun arm. I think I'd rather attack though and get some damage in. If we do lose the arm, we can just go full melee with him. So shotgun leveled up, so that means we're a bit more proficient with it now. So we should be a little bit better for accuracy and so on. It's very small differences, but it means the more you use a weapon, the more familiar you get with it, which is cool. Okay, you can stay there for now. Nice, always helps. Kind of annoying that it's still not dead and it's on that little health. Sure. Goodbye. Okay, Liu. I would like you to try and hit something. Actually, can we outrange? I think we might be able to outrange this guy. Yeah, we can. So this is basically the main advantage of rifles, just the range on them. Disadvantage is it's one shot and the accuracy is not brilliant. Come on, Liu, you can do it. Nope. One day. That was a really nice shot, actually. So we're getting a little bit beaten up on Kazuki. This is Angel Star. Coordinates confirmed. Begin support of the garrison. Reinforcements are here. Don't be such a wuss. We can hit them soon. So was the reinforcements, was it just the 2 helicopters? Is it just 1 helicopter? Maybe it's 1? Looks like just 1. That's fine. I really want this guy to surrender, but it's proving awkward. I guess let's start wearing down this other melee one for now. Okay, we probably need to heal him next time. Also, that wasn't a melee one. What can we do with Ryogo? Do you have repair kits? You got 1. So your machine gun is on your left arm. I might use that repair kit on the left arm, honestly, because I'm not really happy with it being on that much health. Because if I get tagged by anything like a melee attack or a missile, I'm going to lose it. And it's his only good weapon. Alright, Alyssa, you now have a new job. It is a little spicy. Thankfully, the helicopters only have 1 body part, so all the damage goes in that part. Nice. Can Liu get a shot from that? Oh, he's 1 square off. In that case then, Liu. Come on. He hit. He actually hit something. Alyssa landed with lock-on missiles. Okay, he's now fully surrendered. That's great. Yeah, that was 1 out of 5, yeah. Yeah, so that guy that's now surrendered, that means that if we win this battle, we will get that mech. Nice, so he's learned Zoom 1 again. You might think, well, why would you relearn a skill that you've already got? There's a reason for that. Ryogo going absolutely ham. God damn. Yeah, so we learned Zoom 1 again. The good thing about this is you can duplicate skills. So I can put Zoom 1 in my computer again. Which now means it's even more likely to activate, basically. I am back, Scorpio. Yeah, this is first stream back. Okay, Kazuki really needs to heal next time. If he survives this. Okay, we lost the shotgun, but we survived, so I'll take that. Yeah, you need to heal. So we don't need to attack this guy anymore now because he's essentially out the battle. Okay, this guy here is actually... Actually, this guy's lost his machine gun. And this one's on really low health, so I'm going to attack this guy. There we go. I like how it even does the little thumbs down. Okay, let's try and take out this helicopter. Nice. Okay, so I think it's just this guy now. Wow, he actually hit again. And that enemy mech has no arms now, so it can't do anything. I would surrender if I was him. He's not surrendering. Dude, you can't do anything. You got no arms. The skybox went in 3D is nice. So you can see I can't use a shotgun because the arm's destroyed. Put him out of his misery. And we got a link for the Japan Defense Force forum address. Okay, stage clear. Just off platinum. No arms, tis but a scratch. That was surprisingly intense. This game is hard. Yeah, thanks for dropping that link before exploding. So this Kislem 2 is the mech that we got to surrender. So we can add it to our stock list now. You can also name the mechs as well. I'll keep it as standard for now. Oddly, the start button is not working, so I can't confirm that. Give me a sec. I don't know what's up with the controller for this today. It's worked absolutely fine for the last few days I've tested it. Of course, the day I stream it, it all goes wrong. There we go. Yeah, the characters explode. There we go. Those army guys are really trying to kill us. Yeah, I wonder why. What happened at this base? No time to explain now. If we take too long, backup will arrive. Hurry up. Got it. Let's go. Alyssa, Ryogo. Yeah. So at the minute, there's not a whole lot we can do with that mech that we got. Later on, we'll be able to actually like split it into parts and use the parts on our mechs if we want to. You actually unlock the ability to do that at any of these intermission screens later on. But before you unlock that, you can only do it at specific areas in the story, which is usually like mechanic shops. So let's quickly just check the network, see if we've got any emails. Nah, no new mails, unfortunately. But yeah, the difficulty of this game does get quite intense. I think we're safe now. You okay, Alyssa? I'm fine. Hey, what about me? Keep your guard up. The JDF is still after us. Liu, who are you? Why are you helping us? I'm an agent for Dahan Zhong. A DHZ agent? That's the USN, now the DHZ. What's going on? I was going to give it a try, but I think I might just watch instead. What was the DHZ doing at a JDF base? DHZ, if I remember correctly, I think is essentially China and the surrounding area. Don't be so uptight. I could have left you behind, but you wouldn't have liked that. What's going on? Will someone explain? USN and the DHZ. They must have something to do with the explosion. I appreciate you helping us, but I don't trust you just yet. You're being cautious, huh? They tried to kill us. Of course I'm cautious. DHZ is what happened when China and Taiwan officially came back together, okay. You know about the accident at the base, right? I'm here to investigate it. Why would another country send an agent out to investigate an accident? I wouldn't be here if it was just an ordinary accident. You're saying it's not? Kazuki, he's telling the truth. It was a new type of bomb that accidentally exploded. Take a look. What is this? Whoa, dude. This is footage from the accident. So this is where they tested the bomb. I see. It's more powerful than I thought. Was the USN investigating the accident too? No. The USN was probably there to retrieve the bomb. To retrieve it? A new weapon was stolen from a USN lab not long ago. It was a new type of bomb called Midas. And that caused the accident. The USN learned about Midas's whereabouts after the accident and came here. Did Japan steal Midas from the USN? Then Japan must be at fault. Midas. You know about Midas? Yes, I was assisting on part of the research. Are you here to steal Midas too? No, that's not our goal. Yeah, he's meant to be like a Chinese agent, isn't he? What else would you want? We're here to destroy Midas. To destroy it? Whether it's the OCU or the USN, they only think of using Midas to gain supremacy over each other. But Midas is too dangerous. That's why we're here to stop it. We must retrieve Midas ourselves and stop its production. And you want me to believe that? Let me ask you this. Is the JDF doing the right thing? They'd kill civilians to maintain secrecy. Is that right? Can't we ask your dad to help us? He'd never help me. Apart from the fact when he got you out of the jail. Kazuki. Here you go again. Why would he not help you? He'd abandon his family for the JDF. Maybe he even had something to do with the accident. No, Kazuki, he had nothing to do with it. He was the one who asked me to find out about the research. He made you do what? Kazuki, please trust him. No, maybe he wants the bomb. I can't believe he pulled Alyssa into this. You're reading into it. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. We wouldn't be here with these photos if it weren't for him. You guys don't know him like I do. He only thinks of himself. Kazuki. Why do you have to be so damn stubborn? You have some issues, man. Not wrong. Yeah, I can't remember what year this is meant to take place in, Joki. Please trust Dad, Kazuki. I'm leaving Japan. What do you want to do? If the JDF captures you, they might kill you. Especially the young lady who knows about Midas. Liu, Will you take us somewhere safe? That's fine. So you'll trust me? You seem okay. I'm going to Kurihama Harbor. You can come with me. Kurihama? There's a submarine standing by. Let's go there first. Okay. Get ready. We can set up the vanses here. Kazuki, you suck at setting up. Why don't you let Alyssa teach you? Shut up. I'll tell you whatever you don't know. Try setting up. And if that sounded like, hey, tutorial time, you're not wrong. Look, I know this. I'll show this in a minute. It's fine. It does everything so slowly as well. This is basically just showing you how you can switch out parts and weapons. There is a lot to the customization in this, though. You can do little things like change the color and so on, but it also... each part kind of specializes in a different role. There's also weight limits you have to abide by in this, so certain weapons and certain bodies will be more heavyweight than others, which might prevent you from using other stuff. I wish there was a way to skip this. Did you just give me like an essay on how to switch weapons? Which literally takes 2 seconds to do. And you have to go through every single one. Just let me leave. I will explain all this as it comes up. Modern games are still full of these, yeah. Unskippable tutorials are a crime. We're almost there. There is also, I should say, there's a lot more weapon types as well that we haven't seen yet. So you can also get things like flamethrowers. The melee weapons are quite varied as well. There's actually reasons for using each different type. So we've seen fists, but there's also things like batons, there's axes, there's spikes. Flamethrowers are actually a really interesting weapon in this. You can basically choose how much AP to spend when you shoot. And that determines like how long you hold the flamethrower on for. There's also shields as well. I've just realized I love that missile launch. Oh, sorry, that grenade is called Vanzerfaust. Like, I see what you did there. Yeah, grenades are kind of crazy in this. They basically hit the splash damage over a big area, but they hit everything in that area. So if you've got allies in that area, it'll wreck them as well. Resupply any items. Don't forget, you can buy from the network, even if there's no shop in town. Okay, so let's set up first. So we did get this Kizel M2. Let's just check it. So one thing you can do is you can actually check the battle skill data. So at the minute it's showing question marks for that skill because we haven't learned it. That tells us that there is a battle skill we can learn from this. It tells you the condition for activating it. So at the bottom you can see where it's got the question marks. It also says melee. So basically, if we have the Kizel M2 body and repeatedly use melee attacks, eventually a battle skill will activate. So again, that's another melee one. So you can see it's a very melee focused one. And that one just says, don't have any grenades. This is actually a really decent mech as well. Actually quite a lot of health, so it might be worth us splitting that into parts. And then what we can do is we can use those parts to mix up what our characters have. So we haven't learned the battle skill for the body on that yet. That needs melee. That one needs a melee and range weapon. Yes, that does have a lot of health. That's like 384 health as opposed to 372. It's not too bad. I'm not sure if Kazuki really needs it at the minute. I guess let's put the legs back to the Zenizla for now. So Ryogo, you've learned Zoom 1. You've learned Rate of Fire Up. And maybe we could give the legs to you. Give you a bit more survivability at least. Yeah, sure. And these arms, you can see there's a lot of stats, so the remaining weight, that will tell you like, how much weight you got left when you equip this part. So you tend to find that the melee parts tend to be quite lightweight. So if I equip this, you can see it will give me a little bit more weight left. It'll also increase my effectiveness with melee weapons as well. So obviously, if I use that arm, I'd want a melee weapon on it. So I guess we can put her on for now. On the right arm. We do want to get some repair kits as well. Maybe if... it takes us to -1 weight, so we'd be slightly overweight doing that. Okay, let's switch the arm back to the... No, because that'll give us less weight to work with. Okay, let's go back to those legs for now, and then does that give enough weight for the body? Yes, that'll give us enough weight to use that body, which is much more HP and has a melee skill. And then if we can get another melee weapon for Ryogo, that should help us, I think. Okay, now we need to go on the network, actually. See if we can access the shop yet. So we could do getting a few more repair kits. Yeah, so we've got the network shop. There is also a simulator as well that's just unlocked. So that allows you to do simulated battles so you can test things out. So we can only buy items at the minute, but that's fine. So we don't have a whole lot of money, but I think it's worth... Get repair kits for him. I think at the minute we just need basic repair kits, that's fine. That is most of our money gone. Yeah, that should do for now. We've still got missiles on Alyssa, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, I think we're ready. So let's go. So we couldn't buy any weapons from that shop yet. We can only buy items from it. You can buy weapons and things later on, and Vanza parts, but not yet. Looks like Alyssa escaped safely. Huh? A dispatch from outside? Who is it? This line is strictly for emergencies. Emir? I see. You want to make a deal? Okay. I'll contact you again. Excuse me. What is it? The Chief of Staff is asking for you. Sasaki? I'll be there in a minute. I'm quite excited to go through this again because it's been quite a while since I did a full playthrough of it. What's this? I love all the wobbly buildings. The power plant. Yeah, there's a civilian bay that leads to the sea at this generator. A JDF chopper. We've been found. This is Hunter 5. Target found. Target is moving to the power plant. This is Omega. Roger. Hold them until we arrive. 1 to 5, roger that. Beginning attack. So helicopters are fun because these missiles, but they are a pain to hit with basically anything apart from missiles because they're so high in the air. I can hit it with a shotgun. That is something I can do. Also, just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it's better. If for some reason, after the controller stopped working earlier, then when it came back, only certain buttons worked. I've managed to get it working again now. So I can now actually rotate the map, which is quite helpful. Yeah, so if I go here, for example, you can see I can hit that helicopter, but it is 38% accuracy. Cool thing you can do as well is when you're targeting something, if you press and hold triangle, you can see what the enemy's accuracy is to hit you. Because it's shooting down on me, it has much higher accuracy. I mean, we need to do it. Yeah, a little bit of a difference in accuracy there. Ah, sucks the missile missed. Save us, Lou. 25% accuracy. So he's saying there's a chance. Nope. Can I hit you from there? Yeah, it's only 29, but... not bad. Yeah, helicopters are really annoying unless you have missiles. And unfortunately, they have a lot of missiles. I remember that I hate rifles in this game, me and you both. I really don't like rifles at all in this. Okay, bro thinks he's running away. Oh, that's a lot of damage. We do have repair kits at least, so that's something. A real good. I need you to land basically 2 bullets. Thank you. Okay, at least I can start on the next one. Doesn't really matter which. That one's a little bit too close. So I guess you can go for that one. Oh, no luck at all here. It's 89% accuracy as well. Apparently Alyssa has inherited the accuracy from Liu. Okay, you have a lot of AP left, so you're probably going to counter. What is your accuracy to hit me? 71. I don't really like that. Considering I have no health. I think we just have to do it though. Well, at least you hit. There they are. Surround them. Finish this off before Lieutenant Kuroi arrives. Enemies on a tail. This took too much time. Okay, so what we're dealing with. Machine gun, machine gun. Okay, they're all machine guns. That could be worse. Okay, I think one more missile we might be able to take that out, possibly, if we do enough damage. There is that one as well. I think Kazuki and Ryogo are probably better off dealing with the actual Vanzers. Start off with a shotgun. Okay, stunned is kind of annoying. Basically means we miss a turn, more or less. That was pretty nice damage, actually. Okay, Alyssa, I need you to hit this helicopter. Can you do that for me? Oh, it survived on 6 HP. That's so annoying. Maybe let's take the shot at 37. I know it's not great, but if we can hit it, we can take it down. Go for it. Nice. We take that. Reminder that Liu couldn't hit like 5 times in a row, more or less, with 70% accuracy. Then lands a 39. Okay, yeah, you can counter. Man, you just hit the body on every single shot. Well done, Liu. Okay, so Kazuki misses this turn, basically. Does Liu have any items? No, he doesn't. Alyssa does. I'd rather use her hit the helicopter, though. I think I need to heal Liu. So let's have Ryogo do that. Okay, the helicopter's actually a lot closer than I thought it was. What if we go there? Is that far enough? Go for it. No luck with the missiles at all. Okay, we have 81 on him. Yeah, I think we take that shot. Well done, Leo, again. Yeah, this is why I don't like rifles. Okay, left arm's okay. Come on, Lou. This is your chance. Nope. I think Lou might actually be a former. Okay, so our melee arm is on really low health. I don't mind too much if I lose that. I think try and take this guy out. Nice. Okay, Alyssa, you need to take the helicopter out, wherever it is. Okay, we at least hit. $35 to hit a helicopter. Looks like you only do about 120 damage anyway, so it's probably not worth taking that shot. Yeah, let's start wearing down this guy. Or not. I give up with you, Lou. Okay, so I'm actually going to use a repair kit on the arm. Okay, so Kazuki's legs have been destroyed. Shouldn't be too much of a problem on this map, honestly. Sniper kind of sucks. It helps later on. Later on, you get arms that give you quite big accuracy bonuses, and they are quite good once you get that behind them, but early in the game, they are very unreliable. Getting really unlucky here. The thing is that Alyssa's main use is for the helicopters anyway, so could be worse. So we're kind of blocked in here with Kazuki, unless we move Ryogo, which might be an idea. Getting no luck with the battle skills or anything in this one either. Let's just get this out of the way now. Oh my god, he actually hit, and he hit the right part as well. Would you play the old school Armored Core games at some point, or were you only 6? I think the only other Armored Core I played is I played a tiny bit of For Answer, and I played a tiny amount of, I think it was Armored Core 2, possibly. But I was mainly just messing around on it when I was much younger. I would consider playing them. Have you seen MechWarrior Mercenaries? That's a fun mech game. I've never really played any of the MechWarrior games, honestly. Okay, so if I go for you, you're not going to counter. Can you please stop with the missiles? Well, at least it missed. Yeah, Alyssa is not in a good way. Yeah, this is getting a bit spicy now. Pretty good games. Enjoyed Armored Core 1. MechWarrior is more sandboxy, kind of like Elite Dangerous in that you go through the universe picking factions and then hopefully disabling rather than destroying mechs to take them back and configure them. Yeah, it is a bit spicy. Like, again, this game is hard. Do you have any repair kits? You have 3. I think I need to use one on Alyssa. I really hate wasting Ryogo's turns because he's one of the best characters, but I need to do it. Unfortunately, I think she's going to lose the missile launch next turn because I don't think that's going to take another round of shots, but at least she can act as a target. We've got one more missile left. Let's try and take this helicopter out. Good. So she's basically served a purpose now, I think. Her main job in that was to take the helicopters down, so... Alright, come on, Lou. I need you to land this shot. Ideally on the body or the machine gun arm. Yeah, or hit the leg. Sure. Okay, let's counter with... I mean, both her arms are on really low health, so... Okay, that worked out very well. That was really lucky. Yeah, so he's considering surrendering. That is fantastic news. Kazuki, I think you need to heal. Again, hate doing it so much, but... So we don't really need to worry about you now, so we can probably just focus on this guy. Okay, finally we've got our battle skill proc. I am not going to reload a missiles because she's on such low health on a missile arm. It's probably going to get destroyed anywhere. You do have a repair kit. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use a repair kit on Ryogo's machine gun arm. You cannot make this up. So Alyssa is basically a distraction now. What I would really like is for Kazuki, one of Kazuki's battle skills to activate. See if I can get it to proc here. Oh. So Kazuki with this mech has a battle skill. It activates, you have to be within melee range and you have to have one melee weapon and one gun. And if it activates, it attacks with both of them. So I'm trying to proc that. I think we accept that Alyssa is probably dead next turn. Actually, we can force this guy to surrender. Yeah, so when someone's considering surrendering, if you hit them again, it will force surrender them. That punch does so little damage that I could afford to do it. Well done, Leo. He waited all battle and then took the final kill. Oh yeah, pause now. Yeah, of course. Okay, we survived. That was rough. Again, reminder, this is right at the start of the game. It doesn't get any easier. Congrats on surviving. Yeah, that is like the main thing. I don't care about rank. Struggled in FM1, yeah. From what I played of FM1, that was pretty difficult as well. Yeah, 3 gets brutal. Hey, Marco. Okay, so we did get another Vanza, so we got a Jinyo. It's really useful to get them to surrender because you get more and more parts, which then you can get more battle skills from. You can buy some mechs from the shop later on, but there are some you can only get from making things surrender. I'm dead tired. Me too. No more fighting. Hold on. Just a little more. Liu, a little further and we can get out, right? Friends should be waiting for us. Follow me. YouTube removed you from my subs. I resubscribed, but what the heck? Yeah, I've heard other people say that sometimes you just get unsubbed from channels. I don't know what causes it. But thank you for resubscribing. Alright, let's quickly check the network, and then we'll probably end it there for today. Yeah, sorry about the problems at the start of the stream. Again, I tested this for several days before the stream, and it worked every single day until the stream. So... Okay, we do have mail for Alyssa. Miss Teihoku, nomination. Miss Alyssa Takamura, you've been chosen to participate in the Teihoku University Beauty Pageant. There are four other nominees entered. The winner will be chosen by votes on the school website. The winner will also receive a personal webpage. Miss Teihoku Committee. What's wrong? It's nothing. I'm quite curious now. Because there was a website for Teihoku University. I want to see if it mentions it on there. So it could be in what's new, maybe. Nothing there yet. So Naoya Hiyoshi, a junior in economics, has been selected as this year's council president. Congratulations. Message from the teachers union. A raise of 2% has been approved, removing the need for a strike. We hope for a productive school year. Message from the school. Festival staff 1. The Darkness concert was cancelled due to their recent breakup. Little Glay will be performing instead. That's actually really funny because this like predates the Darkness band. Yeah, apparently the Darkness are broken up. I'm sorry to break that to everyone who's a fan of the Darkness, but... Message from the school festival staff 2. Refreshment stands with managers in the past. Please note that the sale of corn dogs is not allowed. Message from the school festival staff 3. Miss Teihoku University pageant is happening now. Cast your votes here on our website. Ah, there we go. Miss Teihoku, it's there. So there is actually a section for it. Yeah, and there's Alyssa. It would be really funny if you did vote for someone else. So, Megami Nogami, Sophomore Education Department. Mami Shindo, Freshman Architecture Department. Kajine Mizusaki, Freshman Architecture Department. Hodaka Mikifune, Sophomore International Law Department. Or Alyssa Takamura, Freshman Radiation Engineering Department. I've never actually selected one of these. This is a beauty pageant, Pika. There's loads of weird stuff like this on the internet on Front Mission 3. I just like, it'd be really funny actually voting for Alyssa because I guess you're kind of playing as Kazuki, so you'll be voting for your own sister. I'm gonna do it just because of how weird that is. Alyssa Takamura, 1 vote. There, we voted for her. We're a bit weird if she looks at the votes and discovers that her own brother, well, you know, brother not by blood, admittedly, has voted for her in a beauty pageant. The middle one is your type. But yeah, I think we'll probably end it there for today, I think. On Sunday, we are probably going to do some PSO because obviously I haven't done it for quite a few weeks. So might just do some PSO BB on Sunday. And on that stream, I'll go through all the Fantasy Star stuff that I did in Japan because I think it relates more to that stream, really. We will be doing Front Mission 3 every Wednesday until we finished it. So if you have enjoyed this, consider dropping by next Wednesday and we'll continue this then. But yeah, Sunday there'll be the Fantasy Star stream. Videos should resume next week. So I've just been kind of getting everything sorted since getting back from Japan. I'm still kind of getting over it, honestly. The jet lag hit me incredibly hard. So I'm just kind of getting back to myself, really. So hopefully by next week, we should be back to normal on the channel again. But yeah, whatever you're doing, hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, please consider the usual like and subscribe and join as a member if you want to. Follow or sub on X or Bluesky, or join the Discord if you want to as well. Whatever you're doing, have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for probably some PSOBB. I'll probably do the Discord event on Saturday as well, since we haven't done that for a few weeks. Yeah, whatever you're doing, have a great week, and I'll see you then. See you guys.